right.
Yes, live from Baker West. Woo! It's Friday night.
Woo! And I guess we're live or something? I don't know.
I feel at the moment. When you watch it on there, it won't be live anymore. But for everyone here, it is live.
And unfortunately, I'm an engineering major, so I'm dead inside always. Yes. So I'm as live as I can be.
Oh yeah, you can talk to ghosts. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. All right.
Here are the top stories.
All right. So Donald Trump reported that Hurricane Florence was one of the wettest ever in terms of water. Now, that's an important distinction, you know, because we really can't be sure just how wet he got during his last golden shower.
Oh. Right. After Bert and Ernie were outed in a recent article, Sesame Street called a no homo, claiming that Muppets don't have sexualities. Miss Piggy was reached for comment, but she couldn't be reached because she was chasing that frog dick.
So, Urban Meyer returns from suspension Saturday. So, I've got some bad news if you burned your Urban is Daddy shirt. But I got some real great news if you hung onto that Urban Meyer nose shirt.
That's funny.
Real comedy is hard.
That was good.
Needles have been found in strawberries all over Australia, so I guess you could say the perpetrator really wanted to stick it to the produce industry by putting thousands of people in mortal danger. Australians responded with, "Great, now even the fruit is trying to kill me."
A great-grandmother in Florida shot and killed the 12-foot-long alligator to avenge her miniature horse. Now, she is, of course, the mayor, so what other course of action did she really have? I mean, it's Florida, come on.
The Captain Marvel trailer was just released, marking Marvel's first standalone titular female character in the 10 years the studio has been making movies. Fans have been overall really excited, a lot of female fans because they're excited to get the representation, and a lot of straight male fans because they have more boobies to look at.
So, drone company Airware blew through $118 million and announced it is ceasing operations. So just like that drone you got for Christmas in 2016, the company has also crashed and burned. Now, the unfortunate part of all this is, upon hearing the story, MoviePass CEO Mitch Lowe asked, wait, they only went through $118 million?
Yike, indeed. The theater department's production of Legally Blonde will be taking place at the beginning of November, including some members of Off Lake Productions, but what's really important about the story is that by the end of the month, we will have gotten some sweet dumpster materials.
Anybody dumpster diving out here?
Oh yeah.
Anybody? All right. Yeah. So the Cleveland Browns won a game last night. Yeah, that's the first win they've had in 635 days. So in that time, 2 Star Wars movies were released, 35 Trump personnel turned over, Kendall Jenner gave people another reason to hate Pepsi, and the Cleveland Cavaliers lost 8 games to the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. With the sacrifice of their prodigal son, Cleveland hopes to restore a balance of mediocrity to their sports teams.
A skeleton of the Cryolophosaurus, originally discovered by an Ohio State professor, was just brought to the Orton Geological Museum. When asked for comment, the Cryolophosaurus skeleton said it's glad to be here after millions of years, although I figured Baker Hall West would have been updated by now.
It still doesn't have air conditioning? Still no?
I guess I'll hang out in Orton.
Yeah. You know, it really rocks over there. So, a report by the World Health Organization found that 1 in 20 deaths can be linked to alcohol use. Fuck yeah, they can, said Chad, fraternity Alpha Sigma Sigma.
New food items such as apple pie tacos and specialty burgers have been introduced in Ohio Stadium, so be on the lookout for a front of gourmet vomit from drunk frat boys stumbling to their next party after the game tomorrow.
Ohio State decided to give all of the new freshmen iPads. So I guess those internet ads were right. There are free iPads out there, so I better get back in touch with that Nigerian prince. He promised me a lot of money.
Since the reopening of Mirror Lake, many students have noticed that the duck population has not yet made its return. Now, despite never being reached for a response, Mirror Lake Eatery said, "I don't know what you're talking about, there were never any ducks here."
That's funny.
Now, last but not least, Ohio State finished construction of a revamped Mirror Lake. We're told the theme was natural, but the students seemed to be a little put off by the ogre complaining about all the seniors throwing iPads into his swamp.
Live from Baker Hall West, this was Friday night.